Is this thing on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. It's Wednesday night. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, Bose831 Gaming is live on Twitch. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, you're tuned into another episode of Bose831 Gaming live on Twitch, and you're tuned into a continuation of Bose831 Gaming's Twitch live stream series where we're playing Farming Simulator 22 on the Alma, Missouri map. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. And without much further ado, we're going to jump right into it. We have a lot to get into. The first thing you probably noticed right away is when we were last tuned in, the ground beneath us was not white. And as you can see, we've kind of advanced time. We've been doing a few things off camera, and we've kind of advanced our way through some of the winter months. We've passed through December and are now into the end of day one in January, and just to touch bases on where we at and do a little setup, because I've actually done a few things off camera this time around. First of all, we've kind of modified our setup for the TLX 1982. As you see, we've added the TLX 2022, the TLX dump trailer, 3500 dump trailer. Here, let's go over here into our own vehicles, and we can explain a little bit better what we have happening now. We first of all, we did purchase the TLX 82 with the old gas engine for the pig farm, and you know, last episode we purchased the police edition of the TLX 82, the sheriff's edition I should say, of the TLX 1982 for our main farm, and we already own the TLX 3500 with the supercharged 6.2 liter V8 over, and that's TLX 3500 on our old cow barn, or our secondary farm, cow farm. So where do we want to go? We want to go to miscellaneous, and let's also show what I've done here. What I did is I sold the water tanker trailer for the TLX 3500 and purchased a flatbed trailer for it, and I'm going to use the gooseneck feature of that flatbed trailer along with the well, I'll show you in just a second. We got the TLX 3500 for use on our main farm, and we kept the TLX 1982 skate bed, and we'll just modify that configuration as needed, but most of the time we'll use the water tanker configuration for that. But let's kind of hop around, and I'll kind of give you the advisory on what we're doing here. Like on the first pig farm, as you know, we got the old school TLX 1982 and the flatbed, just the what is this trailer called? But this trailer is by Mac Trucker 921, and it's this bad boy right here. Where we at? The small flatbed auto-load trailer. We got 3 of those now. That's going to be our main workhorse across the farm, because we can configure that trailer for tipping, flatbed, bale, auto-load bales, water tanker. We can use it as a grain trailer. We can actually use it for logging, and it's just a multi-purpose trailer. We can reconfigure it as needed for whatever purpose we're using on the farms. And I'm utilizing the gooseneck function of the 82 as applicable, depending on what our needs are on the farm. So we got that one over there. We want to hop over to this bad boy right here, and this is our TLX 3500. And again, we sold the ABI tanker and reconfigured the 3500 with the flatbed attachment. And we're using that same trailer, and as you can see, we got in this situation here, we got this trailer configured for the water tanker configuration, which is the most often used configuration on this farm. And then of course on our main farm we got the TLX 82 with the dump trailer. And so other than that, what we've been doing off camera is we've been selling all of our silage bales. As you can see, our account balance is sitting at $1,368,666. And if we hop over to the where we at, the biogas plant, you can see we sold all our let's see if we're still over here. They're still processing. Yeah, we sold all our bales to the biogas. Of course, we got a little bit of a backlog now because it's going to take some time for the biogas to process those bales, but we still have some more income coming from our bale sales, and we're not done yet. So we're going to go ahead and let's hop back over to the main farm, and we're going to advance time because we need those bales to sell through, and we might even sell a few more silage bales because we're kind of over-indexing on silage bales right now. We really don't need that many silage bales around, and we rather have money. So let's get into that right now. We're going to go ahead and sleep. And I forgot, I've also already tended to the animals, at least as much as I can during the winter. There's one issue that I did encounter, and I'm just kind of, this is the issue with the map, is there is no mask for the feed trigger for the chickens. So right now I can't feed the chickens until the snow goes away. So I'm just going to wait that out, and there's enough food in there for the chickens where they should be able to survive throughout the winter, months. And then we'll just feed them when March rolls back around. We just want to keep an eye on them to make sure we don't starve. But if we start running some critical stuff, we'll see what we can do about moving some snow around. But as you've seen in previous episodes, there's a lot of difficulties with that whole process, so we really don't want to get into that if we can help it. Alright, so with all that being said, we've advanced the day, and the main thing we want to make sure we do is tend to our animals in the winter as much as we can, with certain exceptions. Let's see, where are our horses at? Let's get the horse riding out of the way if we can, first and foremost, if they will allow us to. Alright, so I am able to get this fella out. So we're gonna do a little horseback riding to get started. And guys, let me know if you want to see me do more horse work. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know. We can definitely do more horse stuff. But right now, horse stuff is just kind of in the background. But if you want to see me do more things with the horses, we will. And I'm actually thinking about, because I really don't use a lot, even though I like this mod, the horse stable, I really don't use a lot of the functionality of it. So I may end up replacing this stable with a different horse stable, because I don't utilize half of the functionality in the stable, although it's a very neat stable. It's really cool. I really love it, but it's more for if you're actually doing a series focused on horses, because you can literally have all these equestrian events going on your farm. If we were doing some kind of story or role play thing, we could definitely get into it, but don't think we'll do that. But then again, if the people tell me they want to see something like that, I definitely can get into doing some of that stuff. But again, just for general purpose, because we can come in here and kind of ride through and definitely do some horse riding. I guess just to make it interesting, because we're always kind of just riding around. We're do a few jumps here. Alright, and that's got us to 100%, so we're actually good to go over here. And I ran into the fence. Not enough room to get him to break down the speed and get him turned. Alright, so sorry about that, buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and put him back in the stable. And let's get them cleaned up. Alright, so Star is good, and now we gotta find where our other horses disappeared to. Where's that fellow at? Must be on the other side of the stable. And that's the only kind of drawback I've seen with this mod. One main drawback is that when the horses spawn in some of these other areas, you can't get the horse out of here. You really just have to kind of get the game to spawn him in a different location, because you can't ride the horse out of those locations inside the stable. So you just kind of have to play the spawn game until you get him where you want him to be, so you can get him out of there. Alright, so Taylor is ready to go, so let's go do a little riding with Taylor, and we'll actually since we got all this snow stuff going on, let's actually keep Taylor indoors, and let's just do some of this equestrian stuff. But I suck at driving horses, so this is going to be a little trial and error here. Let's see here. And we gotta let's look here. Can't carry a lot of speed through all this stuff because these turns are super tight. Alright, and we got a red course and a black course, I guess we call it. Let's see, we're gonna ride the black course. Alright, so the black course is going through here. We're gonna do this jump, and then do another jump over here. Then we're gonna turn around here, come back this way, and do another jump. And then I guess we turn this way, do another jump, and turn. Alright. Oh, okay, I ran into that one. I guess the collision for that one's way too far out. But we still didn't do this one, so we gotta do that jump, and then come back and do that jump, and come back around. Certainly make it interesting, don't they? Oops. That's the wrong button. And do that jump. Alright, that's too much speed. Alright, and we'll come back over here and do this big jump. And do this small jump. And then we got to turn. I wonder what the margin of difficulty is on that turn. And then let's go do these two jumps right here in succession. That's one. That's two. And then come back around. The camera's doing some crazy stuff, which makes it hard to drive. And then we'll come and do this big jump. Didn't quite make that one. Then we'll come and do that one. Didn't quite make that one clean. Slow it down a little bit so we can get turned. Collisions are just maddening. Hopefully they'll clean that up in the next version of Farming Simulator if we're gonna have horses, because the controls are very sluggish for the horses, and then the collisions are all over the place. All right. Oh, we're 100%. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Oops. Sorry about that, guy. Now, can I get out? Am I stuck in the pole? Alright, gotcha. Alright, jump the fence. And we out of here. That's 100%. Alright. And he spawned in this area? Yay. That's what I like. Get them all clean, so horses should be taken care of. Let's take a peek at our animal menu to make sure that's the case. And scroll down to the horses. Star and Taylor Cleanliness, daily riding and cleanliness are maxed out, and same thing for star. And again, we only have 2 horses, so they're not doing any damage, major damage to the food or the straw or anything like that. They're creating a small amount of manure, but nothing noticeable. So there's that. So next up, let's go take a look at our cows, and we'll bring it all the way back up to the top, and we'll start with the cows on the old cow barn. Let's see what they're looking like. Looking like they're ready for some TMR and ready for some straw. So let's go ahead and locate our TMR mixer. There she is. Let's lay down some TMR. Total mixed ration. All right, so that need should be satisfied. And we just need to drive the mixer over to our main cow barn and mix up some more TMR. But before we do that, let's go ahead and pop out a straw bale. This one should do nicely. And go ahead and drop that in here so that we can supply some straw for the cows' bedding, straw bedding. All right, and that's it. That's 40,000 liters maxed out, and this bale is now down to 23,872 liters. So we'll put that bad boy back in there. And one other thing I forgot to mention, I did go ahead and empty out the manure at this barn and use that for our greenhouse, and then the remainder of it I shifted over to our we got to do the water too. I shifted over to our main cow barn because we actually need the manure more over there than we do at this location. Because we actually use the manure for our greenhouse production. Alright, so next up we're just going to provide some water for our cows. Seeing a water trigger yet. Alright, what gives? Alright, something weird's happening here. There it is. Sorry about that, cow. I had to get in a certain position before it hit the trigger. And it caused the cow to stutter. Alright, that's all we need to do over here, so we're going to go ahead and park this setup. Hey. And that's what's up. Alright, so now head over to our main cow barn. What's that? It's that little yellow thing over there. Oh, a sign. All right. That sign didn't make it. What we want to do is just kind of roll on through these winter months. It's not going to be much we can do until we get into the month of March. So we're just going to roll through January and February, just tending to the animals for the most part. In fact, for the month of February, what I might just do is we'll just do the horses and just roll right on through into March and tend to the animals in March. And that way we'll have a lot more work instead of this little, I want to say tit for tat. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't even think right now, but these little mini transactions, you know, because all we're doing is like topping off stuff right now, but that's kind of the way I like to play. I always just like to keep my animals in the green most of the time. And everybody plays a little differently. You gotta figure out what play style you like for yourself and what works the best for you. You know, this is just the way I play the game. And again, as we talked about before, previous episodes, there's no wrong way to play the game. It's just the way that works the best for you, so that you can have fun. Because again, as I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? Which I hadn't said in a few episodes. I'm kind of slacking on a lot of that stuff lately. Alright, so we need to mix up some TMR. So let's go ahead and let's see. First of all, I want to make sure I'm pulling out the used bales first before we start breaking down some new bales. So let's see, 7,535. That's 35,000 liter straw, 8,000 liter hay, grass 6,500. I know that one's a little bit used, so we'll pop that one out. That's a full bale. 12,912. I guess that's a full one. I'm not sure. And so we just need to fill out a straw bale and we'll be ready to go. 7. Is that the, let's see, straw. Let's start with that one. Well, that one should disappear quickly. Now, a TMR mix is heavy on the straw and the solids right now, so we want to start the mix with the hay. Mixing wagon. And let's grab some hay. Alright. And let's put some silage in here. The mix to be mostly silage. And let's go ahead and throw some straw up in there. Probably go ahead and take that old straw bale. I lied. Alright, so let's do some hay, because hay is where we're lacking in the mix right now, and that'll balance everything else out a little bit. Alright, so we got some hay, and let's bring the silage back up. Again, we always want to use more silage than anything else, because that's, aside from straw, that's the cheapest thing in the mix. Hay is the most expensive thing in the mix. Alright, let's do a little touch of straw. And touch of hay. And that should get us. There we go. So press silent. Alright. TMR. Alright. Yeah. And the more I think about it, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to cycle through these winter months. And then there's 10 to the animals once we're out of this one winter cycle. Let's see what else we got here. And that should give us a lot more to do and a lot more to work with as we're doing it. Let's see. Let's grab. Oops, I put it right back in there. Chat spots. That's not what I was trying to do. That's 569 liter bale of straw. They're gonna eat that. Oops. They're gonna eat that right away. So we're gonna have to pull another one out, but we'll go ahead and put this one in here. Yep. And this straw bale is for their bedding, because you got to remember there's two uses we have for straw for the cows. We have one usage of straw for the TMR mix, and then another use for straw with cows for their bedding. So we grab a straw. Let's just go ahead and grab that one, and I'll do that much math with it. Normally we move this around with our forklift or our tractor with the bale forks, but it's doing it the way Superman would do it. Alright, but so we got that going. We can go ahead and stick those bad boys back in there. Alright, and now if we look at the new cow barn, both sets of cows should be happy. Yep. Yeah. Now why is TMR still showing as not maxed out? Interesting. Let's go back in there and see what's going on with that. Alright, it won't take any more. That's interesting. Don't know what that's all about. But we're going to keep the TMR mixer at this farm, and we'll be bringing it back into rotation shortly. Alright, we got a few more things to do. We got to check on our pigs. Let's see what the pigs are doing. I may not need to do anything with them. The sheep are okay. No needs or concerns with the sheep right now. Pigs are kind of a little bit low on pig food and straw, but I'm just going to leave them be right now. And that's it, really. I mean, chickens I won't be able to feed, but they're still in the green right now. So we're going to go ahead into our greenhouses, or our productions. And you see we got a bottleneck over here with our bakery. Our bakery is calling for sugar and is about to run out of milk. And because of the bakery's not pulling flour is backing up our grain mill. So those two are symbiotic. And the tailor shop and our spinnery and wool shipping, they just aren't working very well together. They're always kind of bottlenecked. I really don't know necessarily what to do about that to make that work more efficiently at the moment, but I have to brainstorm on there because something between these three setups is not happy, because this shouldn't be happening like functioning like how it's we are out of wool. Now I stand corrected, but we still got but we got a lot of wool in the spinnery, but it's just not feeding it to the tailor fast enough for the tailor to stay constantly in production. Because right now they're showing 0 fabric, and the spinnery is just not sending wool fabric over to the tailor fast enough. So we'll see if we can make some adjustments to that in just a bit. I got some ideas that I'm thinking out loud here. All right, should be making money there. I don't know, all that stuff in the red. First, let's go tend to our greenhouse. Just grab a load of manure. Gonna take everything we got. Unfortunately, it loads pretty slow, so just gotta wait on it to fall on up in there. Should we get it all? All right, good stuff. And we're just going to drive over here to the fruit greenhouse. Got a little bit of manure, and just going to back it up. Swing over here on the left side. We got one more location where we need to dump some manure. All right, and we got that all worked out. So now let's turn around and we're going to dump our leftover manure back into the manure pit. Can't be nearly that much, but I just like to be thorough and make sure I'm not having to make multiple trips. So better be excessive than too minimal. Good. Like I said, what I'm probably going to do is we're just going to skip all the way through the month of February, and then, or at least maybe we'll just address stuff in the day 2 in February. I hadn't quite made up my mind yet. Oops. Well, as I'm thinking out loud, I'm realizing that we need to go one more thing before we move on. Let's go over here and grab our liquids trailer. Slap that bad boy on. And go distribute some water. Alright, are we getting water in there? Yeah. Just didn't look like it was moving. Definitely got to move in that time. Fruit greenhouses take a lot more water, so we back that in there, get that out, and we need to go refill. We're just going to fill the tanker all the way up with water. See, the water fills a lot quicker than the manure does by a long shot. This is my urine cab view from the XSX 82. As I understand, as I was reading on the internet, I guess this interior layout is reminiscent of a Ford pickup truck. From what I understand, American Ford pickup. Yeah, I'm not that much of a truck enthusiast, so I'm not sure how accurate that is. Just one of those things I ran across when I was reading up about Farming Simulator 22 online. Alright, so we got our water distributed. We're going to go ahead and top the tank off again. And that's all we're doing today, I believe. Tanker trailer back on and get our snap back into our dump trailer. Okay, I just kind of got a little bit too tight up in here, but we got it. Alright, there we go. Alright, and there was one other thing we said we wanted to look at. We're going to go just set now. This TLX 3500 setup. To do right now. And I just want to see if there's some things we can do to kind of address the bottlenecks with the tailor shop, and also some of the issues with the bakery. Bakery needs sugar and milk. But our cows have milk, but that milk is not quite where I want it to be. Well, the old cow barn is almost full, but the main cow barn hadn't really produced a whole lot of milk. So 87,000 liters. I got this tanker configured for water right now, but I'm going to have to get rid of the water and configure it for carrying milk. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Because I don't want milk to be the only bottleneck for my bakery production. I guess we're going to have to go and grab the milk from those cows early. At least earlier than I wanted to. But I don't want to spend a ton of my cash buying milk. That's just not efficient at all. Alright, so let's park that there. And go in the shop real quick. And customize a small flatbed auto load trailer. And again, this is by Mac Trucker 921. And right now we have it in the flatbed configuration, but we switch to auto load bells. We do a tipper body. We could do log forks, and back to the liquid tank. We could do a slurry spreader, and back to the flatbed. And right now we're gonna do the flatbed configuration. We're gonna do customize. Alright, so now we got the flatbed. We're gonna do both some semi-realistic gameplay and some semi-unrealistic gameplay. But before I invest in it too heavily, I just want to make sure that all these things will play nice. Alright, so we want to go over here to objects, and we want to go to palettes, and let's first of all we're going to scroll over to the liftable pallets that we have by Jos. Yos is maybe, I think, how you're actually supposed to pronounce it, something somewhere along those lines. And we're looking for a liftable pallet for sugar first and foremost. So let's see where that's at. There we go. Liftable pallets and big bags. Alright, so there's one other thing I wanted to, well, we'll do that now. Just a second. And we just want to pop out one for right now because I want to see. I don't think this trailer will auto load bales, but I don't think it auto loads pallets. No. Alright, fair enough. I don't know why that whole little Superman effect happens all the time. Alright. I'm going to drop this pallet on this trailer. Alright. And what I don't want to do this time is I don't want to buy too many like we did in previous episodes. So let's get 3 more pallets. Of sugar. And these are $900 a pop, so 3 more. Boom. And this is going to be our starting point. And normally, as you know, if we were playing realistic, we'd be doing all this stuff with forklifts, but in the interest of time, we're going to kind of expedite through it, and that's allows us to use the exploit of the liftable pallets to do so. So let's go ahead and drop these down. Alright. And just the camera and all kind of weird stuff going on here that's making me pop up in the air like that. And that's what I call the Superman effect. Alright. Alright, strap that one down. And let's see where that gets. So, taking sugar over to the bakery. We'll reassess where we are after we've unloaded the sugar. Alright, so it's taking all of that. And let's pop up to the bakery and let's see what we're looking like now. That gets us 3,999 liters, so taking 3 more pallets ought to be the sweet spot where I want to be. Alright, so let's go back over. Undo our straps. Back in the shop menu, excuse me, the pallets. And we get 3 more sugar pallets. All right. All right, and we're gonna just do this the non-textbook way, if you would. Well, we'll do it the textbook way because I'm such a nerd. All right. I'm proud of being a nerd. All right, I just like it. It looks a lot cleaner. We just don't have them all thrown up on there all any kind of way. Alright, so we got one more load of sugar coming through. Alright, looks like the bakery's taking all of that. And so now if we go back and look at the bakery, what are we looking at? Yeah, I nailed it. That's pretty darn close. I'll take it. Can't get much better than that. Alright. Next up is the issue of milk, or do we want to circle back to that? We'll circle back to that because we already got the flatbed configuration. So let's make sure we utilize the flatbed configuration to the max before we move on to other issues. This is the other issue we got here with this tailor shop. Let's see. In the spinnery, has a decent amount of wool in there, but I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if adding more wool is going to speed up the production rate for the spinnery. We'll test that though. Let's see how much does it cost us to buy pallets of wool. Alright, and I see fabric, but I don't see wool. There we go. There's 1,650. That's a little bit pricey. But we'll kind of do the same thing we did here with the bakery, just noting that these are roughly 2 times the price of those sugar pallets. Alright. I guess what I'll do is I'll take that wool over to the spinnery and see if that'll help that process on a little bit naturally. If not, we may have to come up with some other ideas. Alright. There's 1. There's 2. Alright, get those strapped down. And then 2 more. Drop that down. Okay, and I hate when it does that. I don't know why that happens. I hope that's something that they figure out and make sure that we don't have the same issue in the next version of Farming Simulator, because that's an issue that's been happening since Farming Simulator 19, at least as far as I'm aware. Alright, so we got 4 pallets of wool, and we're going to take those pallets into the spinnery. See if that helps along the process of fabric being distributed to the tailor shop. Because I don't think there's a way we can manually adjust that distribution rate. At least not on console, but there may be other ways of doing that on PC. But this bottleneck continues to be an issue. I'm going to have to look at maybe seeing if we can place down another spinnery or something. Should be automatically taking the wheels, so let's get out here and drop them off by hand. Ah. Well, I know what the problem is. But I got it all wrong. The wool actually has to come from my sheep barn. I'll make sure I'm thinking about that right. That's the only way I'm going to get it in there, because the field corn doesn't have a mask on it either, so that fuel point is snowed in right now, so I can't access it. Alright, so here we go. Let's go to the sheep barn, drop off these wool pallets, and let's see if it will process them. Alright, so let's go pallet of wool. Alright, and that took that right away. And a little bit more wool. Alright, so now we got wool coming into wool shipping, and it's distributing. So is the wool shipping the bottleneck? Wool shipping. Well, we'll let that run a little bit and see what it does. Alright. That's all I got on that problem right now. I spent a whole ton of time on it. And let's reconfigure this trailer back to a liquids trailer. So customize all the bells, tipper, log forks, liquid tank. Customize. Boom. I'm gonna grab all of my milk right now and distribute as much milk as we can to the bakery. And it reminds me of something I wanted to adjust that I was running into when I was playing my streams back. We need to lower these trucks are run pretty loudly, but I like the sounds, but they're sometimes drowning out my voice depending on how what device you're using to listen to my streams, yeah, my voice can be really obscured sometimes. So let's see here. What am I looking for? All right, if it stops moving, jumping around, I'm looking for the sound settings, input controls. There we go, sound settings. Volume master is fine. Vehicle volume, let's knock that down to half. Keep environment, knock environment volume down just a smidge. And keep master volume where it's at. And let's do it. Alright. So I got some milk to distribute to the bakery. And I really didn't think we'd have that much going on in the winter months, but apparently we do. So our next stop is the bakery. Since it's obvious that we need sugar and some of the productions that we have going on there, it might be time for us to invest in our own sugar production. So it might be time to put some sugar cane down on one of our properties, or purchase some property and set that property up for growing sugar cane. It's been a while since I've done sugar cane in Farming Simulator. It's actually one of my favorite crops to do. Even with the standard in-game equipment, I've always enjoyed doing sugar cane, and it can be very profitable. But it can also be a decent amount of work. Alright. So we're coming up to the bakery again, and we're going to go ahead and distribute this milk. There we go, milk. And let's see what that's doing real time. Oh, we knocked that out right away. We still got a ton of milk to distribute. Alright. So let's go distribute some milk over to the dairy as well. Awesome. All right, and take a look at what the dairy is doing. All right, that's 33,005. All right, so that's actually pretty good. So I don't need to move any more milk around at the moment. Awesome. That worked out better than I thought, actually. Alright, that's all we're doing today, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to run my my lights, and that's my mistake. Should have had those running. Beacon lights running the whole time when we're out there on the road. This reminds me, I probably just go ahead and turn traffic back on. I had it off for a while and just keep forgetting to turn it back on. So just have some traffic on to add to the immersion. That's really all it does. Oftentimes it'll be more of a hindrance than a help. Alright, that's good. And let's hop over to our main farm. That's where I want to be. Go ahead and shut the lid on the garage. I think that's all we have going on for today. Alright, we know why the pig food is bottlenecked, and that's okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and sleep. I mean, a great demand at the livestock bale sell point, huh? So it might be an opportunity to sell some silage bales. Alright, so let's peek at our animals and peek at our productions and see what we're going to do here. Cows, milk, and the old cow barn is getting on up there now. That's going to be ready to distribute. Chickens are getting a little lower in food, but still good. On the main cow barn, we picked up some of the milk, but we still got a lot of milk here, but it's all in the green, so that's all good. Sheep are good. Pigs are starting to produce a decent amount of slurry. Straw is getting a little low, so we'll definitely need to put some straw down. Put a bedding, but it's not critical right now. Same with the pig food, not critical yet. Alright, so we're just gonna let's look at our productions too. We know we're gonna feed the greenhouse, so we do that daily. That's the only thing I think we need to worry about right now, other than our horse riding. Let's see what the Taylor wool and all that's doing. Eggs are being distributed. Wool is allegedly being distributed. Alright, closes. The tailor shop is not in the red, but it's about to be in the red. Again, because it's about to run out of fabric real soon. So that little lifeline that I gave the the wool shipping did help. So that just tells me that we need more sheep producing more wool. That's our bottleneck right now. So, and how many sheep do we have here? We have, how many sheep do we have total? Let's see it right there. Let's go here. animal management menu. So we have 96 of a possible 500 sheep. So we need to bump that number up a little more. I'm trying to naturally get there instead of just spending a ton of money on livestock. And we got, right, these younger sheep are here. And so we're soon going to have a new set of sheep that are going to be wool producing. We just got to cycle around to that part of the season. So these numbers are going to naturally increase. I'm not going to finesse that right now. As you see, we got these young sheep right here. We got one. We got, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, how many is in that group? Because that's only showing me one. Let's go back to this screen. I think we'll see that better here. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, we'll see that better here. The youngsters here are not producing wool yet, but when we got 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 12 here, so 24, 36, 48, 60. Oh yeah, so we just let that naturally progress. We'll get there. It's just a little bit bottleneck, but that bottleneck's not going to last. So we're just going to do the greenhouses and go ahead and skip through February here and get into bigger and better things. So let's open the garage. Top of the morning to you. Let's get that beacon going. And let's get to work. Starting with the manure first, of course. And this time I'm not going to take it out. We're just going to grab a decent amount. Should do it. Unload. All right, and that worked. Unload. Awesome. Alright, so we're done with the manure. We can go ahead and dump our leftovers back into the pit. And let's configure for the tanker. Oops, wrong button. Then we're going to distribute some water. Alright, you get some water. And you get some water. And you get some water. Alright, now we're going to get to the big boys. I always take a ton of water, so let's go. Bada boom, bada bing. That's and one more. And let's go refill. And dance once more. Start spilling. Water. Get that. Turn around. I don't know why I went that way. Water here. The water there. And a little water everywhere. Awesome. So water's done. Good to go. Let's keep it moving. Refill the tanker back to max. I think we'll just park it in a tanker setup. Close the lid. Yeah. See you guys tomorrow. At least next month. Well, not next month, but in the second half of February, because remember, we're playing with 2-day months. So day 1 is equivalent to the 1st through the 15th. Day 2 is equivalent to the 15th through the 30th or 31st, depending on which month. In February, I guess that'd be the 28th. Or 29th in a leap year. The 16th through the 28th or 29th. All the way, here we go. Let's rest. Move on. Oh, shucks. I forgot to do the horses. Alright, so horse is going to take a hit on health because of I missed a day of daily riding. So I got to work that out. Alright. So let's see what they're doing. Their numbers are not pretty. So let's go ahead and get that out the way right now, and we'll just have to work that back up to positive numbers. I don't know how long that'll take, but I totally forgot. Well, we'll see how it all works out here in just a bit. And on that note, here on day 2, I'm not going to do anything. We're just going to ride the horses, advance to March, and then just deal with whatever is happening in March. Deal with it all in March. I just made a rookie mistake, is all. Come on, buddy, let's ride on out here now. Alright. The faster the horses go, the harder they are to turn. Alright. Now we put you Taylor's back in the stable, and let's get him cleaned up. And let's see what his numbers look like. He's gonna take a little bit of a hit because I missed a day. Yeah, he takes a hit on 5% hit on fitness because I missed that one day. We gotta work that back up. And rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. But I guess if I was doing a live series focus on horse management, then we definitely would have more horses on the farm. But that's not what we're doing, so we're just gonna at least lead with these 2 and then let them breed and increase our number of horses that way naturally. At least that's my theory. Horses, take a few years before they reach puberty and are able to have offspring. And there's no baby animals in the game. You can only just kind of get some information that they exist by looking at the menus, different in-game menus for the animals, but that's also probably a wish for the next version of Farming Simulator as well. Is baby animals. Alright, 100%, 100%. And put Star back in the stable. Star, looks like Star decided to spawn elsewhere. There she goes. Star's all clean. And again, you got that 5% fitness hit. Hopefully that'll clear up in the next cycle. But just kind of scrolling through animals, pigs, sheep are now starting to get into food a little bit now as their numbers increase. chickens are food is getting hit a little bit better now. Let's see. The old cow barn is just about to fill up on milk. The main cow barn's got a seriously long way to go. Like I said, we're just gonna move along one more. Well, let's go take a peek at the production spots. Say that for sure. Yeah, we know the tailor shop's why it's bugged out. Grain mill just don't have enough things out there that have demand for the flour. But we'll just keep those bottlenecks where they are. Alright, so yep, what I said. Let's at least advance to day 1 in March. Alright guys, see you guys in March. And I keep forgetting to sell that lease trailer back. I just the lease bale trailer. Let's go ahead and return it now since I've already just been giving away money. Alright. And I just gotta remember, one of the first things we always need to do so we don't forget about the horses is just do them first most of the time. And I'll look at their numbers afterwards. So let's head over to the stables. Fence. Taylor. Let's go. And we'll just go this route. I know it gets repetitive, but it's just a efficient route to ride. Hey, little deer. Hey. Uh-oh, I missed my turn here. Oops. Sorry about that, Taylor. I didn't mean to ram you into a tree like that. Missed my turn. Alright, so let's circle back around. Let's go this way. There's a deer. All right. All right, riding is 100%. Awesome. All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, she's back in the stable. Taylor's back in the stable. But where did Taylor spawn? Nobody knows. Where are you? Where'd you go, Taylor? Peekaboo, Taylor. And there's Taylor. Clean as a whistle. Alright, so let's go ride the other horse. Alright, Star, let's go. Alright, the same deal, we're just gonna go that same route. That's our main riding route. And just take note of the snow-covered landscape. Alright. Let's get turned around. Let's circle around the stable and then we'll be good to go. Should get him to 100%. Jump the fence and we're in there. Thanks, Star. Alright, she spawned right here, which is awesome. So I'll get Star cleaned up, and now if we go look at our animal menu, scroll down to the horses, you're probably still looking at that. Oh, we're back to 100% fitness. Awesome. So now we can get into all the other things that we need to do this cycle around. Pigs can definitely be fed, and we can definitely put some straw down with them. Sheep could stand for a grass bill to be put down. So let's start there, actually. We got a bill there, don't we? Nope. Well, first of all, let's go pull out a grass bill. Grass. Is this one liftable? Yeah. Alright, so a grass bill, even though we could do this with the tractor and the forklift. Alright, let's rotate that bill around. And drop that bad boy in there. Alright, and that's more like it. Alright, sheep are fed. Then let's just kind of mix it up a little bit. Let's hop over to the cow barn. Actually, before I do that, let me check. I forgot to check, did all those silage bales process? Some of the biogas. Pretty sure it did because we're at 1,000,005. Oops, there's one we forgot. Glad I thought about that. All right. Another 11 grand. I'll take it. I did all the rest of them bills. Process I can't see from here. Let's see if I can get up there. There's a way I can get up there and have a way I can get all the way up there. Do I? Something I can hop on and I can where we can see. There we go. All right. So we are still processing silage here. So we still got more income that will be coming from there. It looks like is since we don't own the biogas plant, I don't think we can see what's actually happening in there per se. Alright, and as you can see, the bakery sugar's low again. We'll have to deal with all that here shortly. Corn dryer could stand to have some corn distributed. Corn flour. Is alright. And corn flour is okay. Alright, but the corn dryer is getting in a critical place right now. Bakery is already in a critical place. Missing sugar and low on butter for whatever reason. We know what's going on with the grain mill. Clothes continues to be bottlenecked. That's going to be a continuous thing until we have more mature sheep and are producing a lot more wool. But that will change over time. I'm not going to stress over it right now. We'll just let that naturally work itself out. We know what's going on with pig food. Greenhouses need to be addressed, of course. You see the low numbers. But we'll get all that knocked out as well. Alright, so let's get to it. Bale trailer here. And we said we were going to start on the pig farm first, alright? So let's do that. Hello, hello, hello. Pigs are just enjoying themselves. Doing what pigs do. Alright, first of all, let's deal with the bale straw situation for the pigs. Well, the pig food first. And then we'll come back and do the straw. We already got a ton of pig food loaded up and ready to go. All we got to do is just bring it over to them. And we're sliding around like crazy. Just one moment. Alright, just about to wrap up here for tonight's episode. We got 15 minutes or so left tonight's episode, and let's make sure we end up in a good spot. So when we pick back up, we'll be in a good place. Let's get the pig food distributed first. In fact, and that might be the shot I want to do. I think I will. Let's go. Yeah, another thing I forgot to do, traffic back on. Okay, where is window off there? Yeah, I like that shot right there. Capture that screenshot. Alright, turn the help windows back on. Alright, so we got the pigs food distributed. So the next thing we need to address is the straw bedding for the pigs. I just need to grab a couple of straw bales for that, and I should get that squared away. Let's see if I can grab that. See if I can snatch a bale operating position. It won't let me get those, will it? Alright, so let me do this. Let's see if we can do this. Unload bales. That does that. Okay, it won't let us move the bales around, will it? Here is all we got. So alright, we got them. Yes. Awesome. So now we can just bring these two bales over here. And just bring that down. And do unload bales. And let the bales do what they do. And now we look at the pigs. we should see those numbers have changed. So now we go back over here to our pigs, and you can see the straw is at the max of 15,000 liters, and that's what we were looking for. So she's back in the operating position. We'll pick up the leftover straw, then we'll take that back into our bale storage. Make sure it's set to transporting position so we don't accidentally pick up any loose bales. Alright, and just get that in position here, and we'll show you the unload bales and drop right into place. It's nuts that I didn't know you could do some of these functions with the bale forks. I had no idea after all this time that you had auto loading built into the bale forks, although it's cool to do them both ways. Alright. Let's double check the pig food production to make sure we're not missing anything that might need to be handled there. And looks like we're all good. We can stand to drop some potatoes in there at some point, but we'll wait until the numbers are down across the board before we start buying more supplies to produce pig food, because that we really only need to produce pig food on a as needed basis, unless we're just going to sell it for profit. Well, now that I say that out loud, and I'm thinking out loud, we could actually do the following. We could go ahead and do a trailer load of pig food, and then set the rest to for sale. And that way we're kind of maximizing the money we make off of pig food, and we're not sitting there bottlenecked all the time. Let's see. Alright, so we got all the max amount that this trailer will hold of pig food. We'll just keep that on standby. In fact, let's go. But this bad boy doesn't have a lid. Yes, it doesn't. You got rounds, but you don't have a lid, huh? Alright, no worries. Fair enough. Alright, so pigs. Oh, that does mean if I got that trailer, this trailer loaded up with pig food, I can't do anything else with that trailer, so I will still have to bring another trailer in if I want to supply our pig food production. And we're going to set this selling right now. Let's see what that does for a little bit. But we can just always reconfigure this trailer as needed for hauling around supplies for our pig food production chain among any other purposes that we might need to. Alright, that being said, let's hop over to the main farm. And roll out our TMR mixer. Now, did we already do the horses today? Yeah. And let's get our TMR situation going on. Alright, we're just about to run out of time too. Alright, so we're going to mix a little bit TMR. And we need the following. Let's start with the bills that we already have used. We got 23,000 liter 582 bale of silage. We'll grab one of them. What we got in the hay department. Grab silage. Let's grab you out too. Silage. Grass, silage. Grab you out. And is that the smallest straw bale we got? Yeah, alright, straw. Yeah. Oh, we still don't have a hay. One 8,000 liter bale of hay. Alright. And I can't see what the percentage is across that white background, but we'll start with the silage of 49%. Alright. We'll do a little hay. And finally a little straw. And back to the silage. Back to the silage. And that's 100%. So this will be our first load of feed for the cows. And as we're rapidly heading towards the end of tonight's episode, I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight Thank you for support and continued support. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you love. And let me know what you don't. But either way, let me know. Let me know. That's the only way I can get better and give you the content that you want to see. I'm Bose831 Gaming on most of your social media platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, so on and so forth. Wherever it is you're running across my content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. No matter where you're hitting it at, engagement is key. All the episodes of this live stream series will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, typically in their entirety. If you're running across it there, same thing still applies. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you love. Let me know what you don't. That's what we do around here. And like I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? You've been tuned in to another episode of Bose831 Gaming live on Twitch, Farming Simulator 22, Alma, Missouri map. Alright, we gotta get this mix laid out just one more time here. We gotta add a little straw to the flavor. And coming up on the last minute of the episode. Thank you for checking me out tonight. I hope you'll tune in and check me out in the future. We got more things to come. Bounce around some ideas. Alright, we already kind of talked about looking at getting the sugar production going. I'm going to look into that a little bit off camera and float around some ideas about what we might do there. Definitely get that going. We'll see what else we come up with, but definitely probably get some sugar production going. Maybe put down some sugar cane. And also make sure that we are setting up all of the productions, or doing what we need to do to set up all the available productions that are already built into the map. There's a few more productions that I have not got into yet, but now it's time to make sure we're doing all of those productions now. That's all we got for tonight. Thank you for tuning in, checking me out. Bose831 Gaming on Twitch, live on Twitch, Farming Simulator 22, Alma, Missouri map. And we are out of here. And I will catch you on the flip side. Have a good night, everyone.